Here's Talkeetna, Alaska.
Well, say hello.
Hello. Say hello. Hello.
You want to say a welcome?
Well, you're
Thank
gonna
you
do
for watching.
the whole intro, right?
Yeah, you do the whole intro. We bought property in Talkeetna, Alaska, and now we're going to explain what we're going to do with it.
All right, so we should probably start off with where is Talkeetna, Alaska.
Okay.
So Talkeetna, Alaska is about 2 hours north of Anchorage. I lived up in Alaska for 7 years. I was stationed up there, and I left in the end of 2017. Moved to Massachusetts, where we met. We are now 6 years later. 5 years later, 3 kids later. And I am one step closer to being retired from the military. So we are deciding what the next chapter is. I have always looked for property in this town, Talkeetna, because I went snow machining up there a lot, hung out there a lot. Just had a good time. It's a great place, and hopefully it'll be a place that you guys will all come and visit.
Our campground, which is what we're building. We're building a campground. We have 10 acres now.
Started with 5.
Started with 5. Now we have 10.
Now we have 10.
Road. We have power. No water
we have
yet.
A driveway on one of the properties.
Yeah. We'll have internet, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And eventually we'll have running water. I personally wanted this property because at the end of the road, you can put in your snow machines to go up until the Talkeetna mountain range, which is where I did a lot of snow machining when I was up there. So
every day we have a conversation, like literally every day we have a conversation of, do we want to do a campground versus cabins? Some days it's let's do half and half. Some days it's let's do one and see where it goes with just one cabin, and then we'll do a couple of sites. But then we realize that the sites aren't going to give you
return on investment. It's what we're
right.
The return on investment. So we took a course with the Small Business Administration that was set up through the Veterans
Business Outreach Center, VBOC.
Right. And one of the things that they kept reiterating on is don't be married to your initial ideas. So that's how we're trying to navigate this. That we have an idea, but if that doesn't work, then we have to be able to change.
Right. So just recently we're touching on full cabins, or cabins with water and electricity and a bathroom. And
no community
kitchens.
kitchen.
I think we're gonna steer clear of each cabin having its own kitchen.
So
but
there's a couple reasons for that, because we have wildlife up there, and we are concerned about people maybe not understanding food etiquette out in that area. So if we can consolidate the cooking, the garbage, we feel like we might mitigate some of that stuff. And it's just less for us to maintain. Also, less stuff to break, because in Alaska, everything is just designed to kill you. So, buddy.
Okay. So we've come across. So we're looking at a site plan right now. We're trying to figure out what our campground is going to look like. How we need to get an aerial view of our land.
And we will.
That's the next step. We have to take a picture of our land so that we can find, because we have a couple of tree groves in our land, and I want to.
Why did you do that?
I want to keep the tree groves, and I want to be able to make our road as natural as possible, and not just a box. So we have to get an aerial photo so that we can start looking at where our road is going to go and how we're going to site plan, because we can print out every plan under the sun, but if we don't know
what it's gonna look like.
what our land looks like from above, then we can't really plan. So right now it's just what if season. We just keep saying what if every day. We come up with a new plan. We know for sure we're gonna do cabins now, right?
We're just in the storming stage. That's all.
storm.
The storming
What
stage.
is that from? That's from like
Yes.
NCOA or something.
She's up.
Storming.
Yeah, storming, norming.
Yeah, was that NCOA?
Yeah.
We're both military. I like the idea of doing clusters. So like a cabin, an RV site, and a tent site all together. Because I read a couple of reviews where camp owners were talking about how people come together and they're not all necessarily in the same boat. Like they're not like a group of RVers that travel together. So maybe we get some families that aren't all campers and some want cabins, some want tents. Seasons. So I think our plan is to be there for the summer for sure. But we're also going to try and stay open in the wintertime. I know Talkeetna is, I don't know, recently or fairly on the new side, they started doing a lot of winter activities. There was a couple that somebody mentioned to us. I think our realtor actually mentioned them to us. They did like some winter festivals. And a couple of the big locations opened up their sites for renters because of the festival.
People needed places to stay.
Yeah, the festival that was happening. So I think if we can, I'd love to open up for the snow machiners for that season because we're so close to the mountain range that you love. So I think seasonally, we'll just
So we're gonna
close
close for the shoulder season.
So the more hands-free we can get, like we'd like to do a camp post.
Camp post. Yes.
Camp post,
We're
too.
gonna look forward. We're gonna look as that
Yeah.
as an option in the future. Help out some veterans.
Yeah. For sharing.
All right, buddy. Say bye to everybody. Come here.
Bye.
Bye.
Come here.
Like, subscribe.
Come here.
Subscribe.
All right.
Right. What
Wave
did
to the
you
camera.
say? How's it go?
Subscribe.
Like, subscribe.
Bye.
Watch all of our videos.